The hidden health risks of regular injera consumption. Injera, the spongy, slight sour flatbread made from teff, is a staple in Ethiopian and Eritrean cuisine. It is rich in cultural value, high in fiber, gluten-free, and packed with essential nutrients like iron and calcium. On the surface, it seems like an ideal health food, but when consumed regularly, especially in large quantities or as part of increasingly sedentary lifestyle, it may have negative health consequences. These effects are more pronounced when injera is part of a diet high in carbohydrates and low in variety, and when modern changes in how it's prepared or consumed begin to strip it of its traditional nutritional advantages. First, carbohydrate overload. Despite teff's reputation as a super grain, it's still carbohydrate-dense food. One large injera can contain about 40 to 50 grams of carbohydrates. People who eat injera daily, often consuming 2 to 3 large pieces per meal, may easily exceed the recommended daily carbohydrate intake. When paired with other high carbohydrate sides such as lentils, potatoes, or rice, the cumulative glycemic load becomes significant. High carbohydrate consumption, especially when not balanced with adequate protein and healthy fats, spikes blood sugar and insulin levels. Over time, this can contribute to insulin resistance, a precursor to type 2 diabetes. In fact, urban populations in Ethiopia and the diaspora communities in the West are seeing a rise in diabetes rates. Regular injera consumption may be playing a quiet but significant role in this trend. Secondly, portion size and caloric density. In traditional settings, injera is consumed as both plate and utensil. Meals often consist of a massive round of injera topped with various stews. Then additional injera is used to scoop up the food. This style of eating leads to the consumption of injera in large portions, often without people realizing how much they have eaten. Even though teff has a low glycemic index, the sheer quantity consumed can push caloric intakes beyond healthy levels, especially for individuals with low physical activity. For example, one full meal with multiple injera and meat or legume-based sauces can easily top 1,200 calories. Repeating that multiple times a day creates a calorie surplus, leading to gradual weight gain over time. Number 3, iron overload risk. Teff is celebrated for its high iron content, which is helpful in combating anemia. However, in populations that consume injera daily, especially when made 100% from teff flour, there is potential for iron overload, particularly in men and postmenopausal women who don't experience monthly blood loss. Excess iron in the body can lead to a condition known as hemochromatosis, which may damage organs like the liver, the heart, and the pancreas. While not everyone is genetically susceptible to iron overload, in individuals who are, daily injera consumption may unknowingly accelerate. Number 4, acidity and digestive strain. The fermentation process that gives injera its signature sour taste is a double-edged sword. On the one hand, it can make nutrients more bioavailable. On the other, this acidity may irritate people with sensitive stomachs or gastrointestinal tissues or issues. For those acid reflux or gastritis, eating injera regularly can trigger discomfort, bloating, or chronic indigestion. Additionally, because injera is often consumed with legumes, which contain oligosaccharides known to gas and bloating, and the spicy sauces, it can become a digestive burden when eaten daily, particularly for individuals who have low gut tolerance or compound microbiomes. Number 5, nutrient imbalance from monotonous diets. Injera-centered meals are culturally rich, but They can also be nutritionally narrow. Many people, especially those living in lower income urban areas, rely on injera with minimal side dishes due to cost. A diet heavy on injera but low on fresh vegetables, fruits, and varied protein sources can lead to micronutrient deficiencies. While teff provides some nutrient, it lacks others, including vitamin C, omega-3 fatty acids, and vitamin B12. Long-term reliance on injera without dietary diversity can result in subtle but chronic deficiencies that affect energy, immunity, and mental clarity. Number 6, decline in the traditional preparation methods. Traditionally, injera is made using a long fermentation process and 100% teff flour. However, due to the cost and convenience, many people now make injera with a mix of teff and white flour or barley grains with fewer nutrients and higher glycemic index. Moreover, fast-track fermentation or baking powder is sometimes used to skip the multi-day souring process. These modern shortcuts reduce the nutritional quality of injera. While flour offers little fiber or micronutrients, and shortcuts in fermentation mean fewer probiotics and less bioavailability of minerals. Essentially, people may be consuming flatbread that has lost much of its original health value, but still deserves the same calories. Number 7, health impact on the diaspora. In Ethiopian and Eritrean diaspora communities, especially in Northern America and Europe, injera is often consumed alongside westernized ingredients, heavily fried meat dishes, high sugar drinks, and desserts. Combined with more sedentary lifestyles, this shifts injera from a balanced traditional food to a contributor to the global nutrition transition. The shift from traditional diets to calorie-dense, nutrient-poor ones. In this context, regular injera consumption can amplify the risk of obesity, cardiovascular disease, and metabolic syndrome. What was once a healthy food in an active agrarian society becomes problematic in an environment of office jobs and processed snacks. So, what can we conclude from all the observations that I mentioned? Injera has earned its place as a cultural and culinary cornerstone. However, like all foods, context matters. Eating injera regularly in today's urbanized, sedentary, and often nutritionally imbalanced world can negatively affect health. Its high carbohydrate content, potential for overconsumption, digestive strain, and diminishing nutritional quality due to modern preparation all contribute to health risks that are easy to overlook. This isn't a call to abandon injera completely. It's a call to rethink how it's integrated into our diets, moderation, improved preparation methods, dietary variety, and greater nutritional awareness can help preserve injera's benefits while minimizing its risks. After all, tradition and health don't have to be at odds, but they do require conscious alignment. Thank you for listening to me. I'll return in another topic next time. Until then, take care of yourself. I'm Yelma.